Lord, this one right here, is gonna be a fun one. I have been holding out on talking about this for a couple days now, just because like I'm just like in this headspace where I'm just like, everyone is just fucking stupid at this point. That's literally my mind frame. So I know a lot of you guys probably thought that this unpopular opinion segment is dead, but nah, it's not dead, and we back. And this is gonna be the first one with me being back to doing this segment. So for those of you who have not heard or seen this fake controversy going around surrounding My Hero, and yes, I'm going to call it fake controversy. Everybody wants to be fake mad on the internet. That's how the internet works. This is revolving around a character's name in My Hero Academia. A fucking character's name. Before I go on, there's going to be light spoilers from the manga. I'm not going to be talking plot details, just light spoilers. If you don't even want to hear a light spoiler, then I suggest you leave this video. So let's move on. The character in question is Dr. Ujiko. We now learn that his name is Murata Shiga, right? So I read that and I was like, oh cool, we got his name. As with a lot of mangaka, they are very clever with the naming of their characters. The names usually have meaning in relation to something having to deal with said character. You know, I didn't even think about it. I was like, oh, Murata Shiga, cool, we got a new name. It's a Japanese name, all good. But you know, a lot of the manga and anime community does a lot of research when it comes to these names because they hold a lot of importance. I'm just not one of those people that tend to look stuff up. So, cool. What the controversy is around this is the fact that this doctor's name, the word Murata, is actually linked to some heinous Japanese war crimes. You guys can look it up. Just the short end of it is they were doing experiments on people and they were referred to as Murata or logs in Japanese, just to ease the conscience of the people who were doing these horrible experiments. If you want to read a little bit more, go ahead, do your thing. But I'm not gonna go too deep into it. And you know, everybody is up in arms about it. Everybody's pissed off. Well, not everybody. A lot of people are extremely pissed off about this. Fucking why? Why? I think that the name is actually extremely clever, especially with the type of character the doctor is, and we know about the experiments being done with the Nomu, and that the Nomu are in fact people. Like, it makes sense. It fucking makes sense in relation to the story. But everybody's all upset and fake mad about Kohei and his creative license and expression to name this character as such. Here's the thing, right? Here's the craziest part about this. I didn't fucking know about these events. I didn't know. And guess what? Neither did 90% of all of you. None of you fucking knew what the fuck the name was in relation to. So I don't even want to hear it. Nobody knew. And guess what? What the interesting part about it is, he put y'all on. He put me on. Now I know something that's a part of history that I never knew before. I learned something. I think that this should be celebrated, man. The fact that this mangaka was so clever enough to tie this name to this and have it actually be related to these actual events that are very similar to what's going on in the manga, that is intelligence. And you guys should be proud that you have a mangaka that knows what the fuck he's doing and is very smart and is not giving you guys a bullshit story. Why is everybody upset? Yo, it's a fucking comic book. It's comics. It's not real. It's not real. It's fake. It's fucking cartoons. Why is everybody so upset? Why is it so upset? Everybody is so sensitive about this thing that happened in World War II, and guess what? Your parents weren't even a sperm floating around in their daddy's ball sack when World War II was going on. None of this has any effect on your life. It's historical facts, and he just found a way to weave it into his story, and I think that it was well done. There's no issues here. It's a story, read it, and you move on. Where do we draw the line? Again, it's a fucking comic book. We're okay with people getting their heads blown off, people getting holes put in their entire body, heads getting knocked off, people getting fucking raped in manga, but the minute that somebody names the character in relation to something that has to do with historical events, war crimes that happened way before any of us are born, now it's a problem. This is absolutely ridiculous. Just fucking crazy. I'm sorry that I'm cussing so much, but it's just so annoying, the fact that the internet has so much power to strip people of their creative license to do things and entertain the people, as well as educate them at the same time. Because like I said, I am not educated on these events. I never knew about them before. And what's bothering me the most about this is that the internet has backed the mangaka Kohei into such a corner that he apologized, and now they're going to be changing the name. I read the apology. He's like, oh, it wasn't really meant to be linked to these events and blah, blah, blah. But the fact of the matter was, it was meant to be linked to those events. It wasn't just a coincidence. It wasn't just a name. However, media is the media, no matter if you're in the United States, if you're in Europe, if you're in Asia, it's the media, and he had to put out a statement and basically cover his tracks and apologize to the internet that's fake mad about this entire situation. And now another creative person has lost their creative license and their freedom of expression, and now we're gonna get fucking bullshit, and the character's name is gonna be changed to something that holds no weight whatsoever. Even though in my mind, again, I wasn't really thinking anything of this doctor's name, but now that I know what the name meant, I appreciate it that much more, and it holds that much more weight. But a lot of people can't appreciate that. The internet mob has way too much power. It's just sheep following sheep. Everybody's fucking dumb. Nobody can think for themselves. And now you guys have affected another creator. This is absolutely ridiculous and unacceptable. That is my complete opinion on this entire situation. On this entire situation, and I hope that one day everybody can grow the hell up, realize it's fucking comics, it's fucking cartoons, it has no impact on your life whatsoever. You know no one that was impacted by any of these events, and now you guys created this fake controversy over nothing. Everybody's review bombing My Hero, giving it terrible scores, doing all kinds of fuck shit for no reason, absolutely no reason. This is so fucking crazy. How can some of y'all be like this? Why are y'all like this? Why is this necessary? Why can't y'all read things and just enjoy them for what they are? Everybody's having a great time. Yo, when I read manga, I read it to watch people with crazy powers fuck stuff up. That's literally what I'm reading it for. And of course, good writing and plot progression and character development. And all this stuff is interesting. The way Kohei ties in Star Wars and all this other stuff into his story and shows you his influences, shows you where his head is at, shows you how intelligent of a mangaka he is, and you guys just stripped him of that. And it's gonna have some kind of effect on him, man. Just think of how many like death threats and horrible messages he's getting from people who don't really care and never really knew anything about this before a couple of days ago. It's ridiculous. No, I'm not gonna say too much more because I feel like I'm gonna start talking in circles, which I want to avoid doing. So I just want to hear from you guys. How do you guys feel about this entire situation? Am I tripping? Do you guys think that people have a leg to stand on to really be upset about this? Meanwhile, we allow everything else to go on in the media, in our comics, and we don't bat an eye, but the minute he names this character, it's a big deal. If you think I'm tripping, go ahead. I'd like to hear your counter opposing points, you know, because this is an open discussion. You know, I just want to see if I can find some valid reasons to why I'm not tripping and why other people's points are valid and that he deserves all of this backlash that he's getting. Let's go ahead and talk about it. As always, like, subscribe, follow me on all my socials at YaBoyRoshi, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And make sure to check out the merch. Link to that is down below. But that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you have a great day, and I'll catch you guys next time.